All the links you need to join my chat or take action on the course or the mentorship are here. Otherwise, click that Twitter link to private message me. How's it going, YouTube? It's Louis Crypto here, back with another Gala update. We actually suggested that this pump over here over the last week was a bull trap because we're just running into the moving averages. I would expect this until we break through the 200 EMA, as this is the signal of the trend itself. We can see a double top in this area that actually broke this low afterwards, simply because we are in a downtrend signaled by the 200 EMA. Any pump into here should signal a new low after below this. We have failed to break the resistance, confirming the downtrend. So we need to actually prove that by putting in a lower low, and so we put in a lower low over here. So any bounces towards that area, we should anticipate it being a bull trap until it's not. I know that's so annoying, but there are a few things in the criteria. So we can see that the 0.5 Fibonacci over here was this previous descending triangle resistance. I've made some updates on, of course, Bitcoin. Make sure you tune into that, but also over on VeChain, because VeChain and I think Phantom look quite similar to what Gala is at the moment. I think for those for Phantom, it never lost this. For VeChain it did, and it formed a double bottom over here. So that's what we're also seeing over here on Gala. I would suggest you checking out the Bitcoin update. We were talking about China, we were talking about the debt ceiling, and also that it's pretty much at key resistances right now. Although we had this insane pump over the weekend on Bitcoin, and of course on other alts as well, Gala didn't really move as much. It still did, but not as much as what we saw on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to actually break through these resistance points it's now at, then we're going to see this follow through with Gala. We're going to see Gala breaking back above the 0.5 Fibonacci. If it is actually a bull trap, because right now it is at key levels of resistance, Bitcoin, and could get rejected. So that would be Gala actually getting rejected. Make sure you tune into that Bitcoin video right at the end of this Gala update. It should pop up in the middle of the screen, so you can just head over to that almost instantly. But yeah, you should be starting off the day with that anyway. So yeah, if you want to go to that video and then come back to this, please also do so. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment. We're on the road to 10k. And if any of you need guidance in becoming self-sufficient traders, so you can spot all the patterns, the candlesticks, and have confidence in entering trades, then I have everything you need. You just need to hit the links in the description and pinned comment section below. Private message me over on my Twitter. It's called Louis_crypto over here. Look, got a new message, potentially a new student wanting to join, so we'll check that out in a sec after this video. But yeah, help me get over to 2,000 followers over here. We did just get an influx, maybe like 5 or 6 just now in the last few minutes, so thank you guys for actually following me over here. It's so important because over the last few days we've been talking about these bounces. Look over here, let's go back to the last week, not even the weekend but last week. So see on the May the 26th over here, Bitcoin was bouncing. I'm going to show you why Bitcoin was bouncing. Now I was saying over here, if Bitcoin bounces, Quant will too, and we can see, look what Quant did after that, how we called it. So Quant was looking like this before at $99, and then look at that bounce. So we were able to obviously tell you guys over on Twitter, but I didn't make I must have made a Bitcoin update and then followed on with a Twitter update. But yeah, make sure you're following me over here. Here's a student that actually took action on the mentorship last week. So last week I had 2 slots available for my mentorship. Now it's only down to 1 slot available. This guy over here, Vinay, took action on the mentorship full plan, which is 10 hours of one-to-one help with me. He's got 3 months for free in my Discord community. Then he can choose whether he wants to stay or not. In those 3 months, we're going to be doing those 10 one-to-one sessions. So you have 10 hours of one-to-one help with me, as well as a 6-hour long course that he will have for life to fall back on once he's completed these videos, once he's completed this one-to-one mentorship plan over video live calls. And yeah, so you have notes on that as well as a course to fall back on. Yeah, so if you want to join, you know what to do, just private message me over here. But the reason why I brought you over to my Twitter is because we were making updates over on Bitcoin. The last few Bitcoin updates have actually been bullish ones because of this falling wedge. And although the last few updates on Phantom, Gala, VeChain and all these other coins might have been bearish and talking about potential scenarios where we come all the way back down to this low, maybe even looking for new lows, could still happen, and I'm going to be making you guys aware of it. Of course, look, we lost the neckline. We have to say it's now valid to the downside unless we're reclaiming this level. And of course, luckily enough for you guys, I was telling you that Bitcoin over here could be actually reversing. Look, the last the update on May the 26th was Bitcoin bounces from falling wedge support. Is the dip now over? So a lot of these updates were, of course, in the Bitcoin titles themselves. If I weren't making altcoin videos, maybe the last altcoin video I didn't actually mention Bitcoin could bounce. This is why you need to follow along with the Bitcoin updates. Here we go. Bitcoin falling wedge is working after yesterday's bullish reversal candlestick being a spinning top, confirming it as support. If Bitcoin now bounces, everything will bounce as well. So Gala didn't have such a bounce, of course, but we saw Quant bouncing loads. So this is why you need to stay tuned with the Twitter as well as the Bitcoin updates. It's so vital, because I've been getting comments underneath the YouTube videos of some alts saying the whole of last week you've been saying for new lows and all of this and that. But guys, I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just making you aware of all the possible scenarios. I'm not like a I don't really care what happens, to be honest, guys. I personally don't care what happens. I'm just making everyone aware of, if you lose this neckline, you got targets to the downside. Technically speaking, this should be met, unless invalidation. Invalidation would be this new news coming out. Luckily, I was telling you guys about this falling wedge on Bitcoin, which is a bullish pattern. If that breaks out bullish, then of course, what would happen with Gala? Gala would break out bullish. It would be reclaiming this level that it lost. And again, when it lost the level, this target now became valid. So it'd be stupid for me not to tell you that it could be going down here. This is why on the channel I'm making you guys aware of all the possible scenarios. And over here with this double bottom over here, reclaiming this, if it can reclaim this, then for that moment you would invalidate this, meaning that you will not go down to this target. But we're yet to invalidate it. We're just coming up to key levels of resistance at the moment. Bitcoin, although pumped, as I mentioned, if you go check out today's Bitcoin update, it might have a bullish title, but you need to watch the videos, guys. In the video, I said we're at key levels of resistance for Bitcoin, at the falling wedge resistance, as well as a potential Fibonacci retracement area that could turn into reversal wave. But we're at the resistance at the moment for the Fibs, as well as the falling wedge resistance for Bitcoin. So if it were to get rejected, that's when Gala would come down. If Bitcoin breaks out to the upside, then Gala's going to break out to the upside. So this is why you need to stay tuned with the Bitcoin updates, as well as tuning into my Twitter. Again, you're going to get all this information and further thought processes in my Discord community. I've been posting a load today, but this is where you're going to get further guidance. If you want to be able to just have, complete understanding of what is going on, then of course I could only recommend to do the mentorship or the course or joining the community. Other than that, stay tuned to these updates. I do try and update you as much as possible. That's why you need to head over to my Twitter as well. And whatever Bitcoin does, then all your alts will follow along suit. So with Gala over here, we need to see pushes through all these moving averages, because while we were saying over here at the beginning of the video, any pumps to the 200 should just be resistance, and then we break this low, in which we did. So any pumps towards that area, even if we're having this double bottom formation, which would break back above this point, invalidating this downside for the moment, you could have this pump up into here that eventually loses this area, and you still go down. This is what I'm trying to get at. So although things are looking quite nice right now, and we were mentioning that over the last week for Bitcoin, and then over the weekend we got some fundamental news events to further prove this, to follow along suit with the Chinese news that China is going to be allowed and Hong Kong will be allowed to buy crypto, as well as this debt ceiling agreement where they're like, we're going to print as much as we want until 2025. So there are some good news. We know that money is going to be printed, but is this just going to be a short-term bounce and then we continue lower? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you think. Is this just another bull trap for Gala? Are we now reclaiming this to invalidate the downside, or is this just another bull trap in the short term to then eventually head lower, like a relief rally to get sent lower? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would personally like to see Gala reclaim the 0.382 fib, because that would be taking out the 55 daily EMA. But you would really need to see a reclaim of the 200 over here at 42 cent for us to just be in like in confidence that we are going to head up, because until that moment where we're above this, we're still in a downtrend, guys. Okay, so any pumps towards this area, any pumps in general, should be for sales. Essentially, that is what the 200 EMA is telling us. And I know that would be annoying, because you could get up there and then eventually break it, and now it's bullish. But until that moment where we break it and it's bullish, we have to have them in our mind that, yeah, right now we could just form this double bottom ascending triangle over here and invalidate the downside back down to the lows. But it could just be short term to hit the actual resistance and then continue down lower, or hold support here and continue higher. I will be here to make sure to update you guys, so don't worry, just stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment for the algorithm as well, share these updates, and I will be here to of course let you guys know what is going to happen. But again, here we did give this M pattern, so let me know if you took this trade as well. We're now seeing the opposite with a double bottom formation. I can give you some targets for this pattern, but I'll draw this as an ascending triangle, guys. Okay, so the target itself will be something like this. So it would be a reclaim of the 382. You could actually just take it to the 382 if you wanted. There is some key level of resistance over here on the 55. As you put in a lower low lower than this, this is a downtrend. So technically speaking, double bottoms tend to not even work in downtrends. You might meet the target, you might miss the target. This is the problem with trading against the trend, and this is what I teach you in depth in my education. If that's something that you want to be a part of, then all the links you need are found in the description and pinned comment section below. Message me on my Twitter, it is the easiest to do so over there. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned to my Bitcoin videos and the updates that follow along on my Twitter. So I hope to see an influx of Twitter followers, as well as people joining the community, whether that's as a member to be part of the group chat, or as a student through the course or the mentorship. Again, if you take action on the mentorship, you're going to get my course for free and the Discord community for free for your first 3 months. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next Gala update. But let me know what you think is going to happen. Is Bitcoin just performing like a short-term bull trap and we continue lower, and that would be Gala actually continuing down to the low? Or is this now all bullish and we're now going to break out of this ascending triangle pattern, looking for bullish continuation, invalidating any further downside back down to the lows? Was this all a bear trap, or is it a bull trap? Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next update. Cheers.